Sources tell People magazine that Cassandra Cassie Ventura is prepared to testify against her ex-partner, Diddy.
There are now 4 official victims that are going to testify to the worst, and Cassie is ready to go to war with Diddy. Unfortunately, Diddy is scrambling over this, y'all. Scrambling, because they just found out a couple of weeks, literally before the trial, that there are 4 victims.
Well, this person's going to give us the smoking gun. This person's going to tell us the one thing that's connect everything. It's amazing that she's still coming forward and offering herself out there like this with all the public scrutiny that she might face, with the harassment she might face.
Because the internet is on fire, Mark. Everybody's saying Cassie can't testify because she signed a non-disclosure agreement in the settlement with Diddy. So take it away.
I think that she's getting the publicity that goes along with being a true victim of a very violent offense.
Cassie coming out publicly and saying, I am not a number, I am a name, might actually open the gates for others to do the same in this trial and come out publicly with their names too.
Diddy is having another meltdown, and this time it's even worse than before. His ex, Cassie, is coming for him, and she's not holding back. She's bringing all the receipts, ready to spill everything against him. And let me tell you, these aren't just any receipts. These are the receipts, the kind that are going to seal his fate and leave him with nowhere to run. Diddy's in deep trouble, and he knows it.
Sources tell People magazine that Cassandra Cassie Ventura is prepared to testify against her ex-partner, Diddy, at the upcoming trial using her name.
A few days ago, he was rushed to the hospital. People are speculating that it was a panic attack, but some reports say that it was some knee issues. Knee problems? Seriously? Just days before his trial? Yeah, okay. This is looking like a total cover-up. He's freaking out because Cassie, his longtime ex who knows everything about him, is stepping into the spotlight, ready to spill all the dirt. The stuff she's about to reveal is going to blow his mind.
Sean Diddy Combs was rushed to the hospital from the Metropolitan Detention Center at 10 p.m. last night. A Bureau of Prisons spokesperson told the Post, "For privacy, safety, and security reasons, we do not comment on the conditions of confinement for anyone in our custody, to include medical status or medical trips." Now, a lot of news outlets are quoting some anonymous source that gave them a tip that said that he was there for an MRI for a long-standing knee issue.
Now, here's the real tea. Why is Diddy breaking down now? The man's been locked up for months, but suddenly, with Cassie testifying, he's falling apart. Why now? Because he knows. He knows that Cassie knows all his dark secrets, and all those secrets are about to be dragged into the open. And when that happens, there's no escaping. He'll be kissing his freedom goodbye. Let's take you back for a second. At the time, he had the whole Hollywood machine backing him up. No one was going to touch him. But now? Oh, things have flipped. The tides have turned, and Cassie has the power in this game. She's about to be the first person to testify against Diddy in the upcoming trial, and this could very well be the end of the road for the music mogul.
Because the one person that visually incriminates him more than anything else is Cassie Ventura, his ex-girl. P. Diddy, that's bad.
Let's talk about why Cassie's testimony is so explosive. Diddy's facing some serious charges: trafficking, racketeering, and a whole lot of other heinous crimes that could land him behind bars for a very long time. And the thing is, Cassie knows the dirt. She was there for it all, and her testimony isn't just hearsay. It's got the potential to shut this case down, especially with the infamous hotel footage backing her up. If the jury sees that footage combined with Cassie's testimony, it could spell doom for Diddy. He's been portrayed as a monster before, but now? Now it's a legal war zone.
If you're the prosecution and you can use that video to smear P. Diddy, that's bad. That's very, very bad. Now, I understand that some people will sit up there and say racketeering and all of this other stuff, that, you know, the charges that have been leveled against him, this may, how much this may have to do with that remains to be seen. But these are 12 jurors we're talking about. Jurors of your peers.
Cassie's testimony is crucial. It could be the spark that ignites other victims to step forward. And with Diddy already losing support from people close to him, including his lawyer stepping down, things are looking pretty grim.
But when someone comes forward and they're believed and the public actually rallies around them, others say, you know what, that could be my experience. I'm going to step forward.
It's not just the legal battle that's got him spiraling. No, this emotional breakdown is real. so real. Yeah, he's that shaken by the idea that Cassie, the woman he once brutally abused and dealt with, is going to be the one to expose him to the world.
CCTV footage has emerged of the rapper Sean Diddy Combs physically assaulting his then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in the corridor of a hotel in 2016. Ms. Ventura made allegations of rape and physical abuse against him in a lawsuit that was settled last year. Combs is at the center of several civil lawsuits accusing him.
Now, you have to understand, Cassie testifying first isn't just some random move. This is strategic, and it's going to be messy. Her testimony is going to open the floodgates. As the first witness, she'll set the emotional tone of the trial. And trust me, Diddy's team will try everything to discredit her. They'll attack her credibility, dig up inconsistencies in her story, and maybe even question her motives. But here's the thing, it's hard to fight an emotional, personal testimony from someone who lived through the abuse. And let's not forget, Cassie's been on the receiving end of Diddy's power for years. She knows how the game is played, and she's playing it better than he ever could have imagined.
On Cassie Ventura. And for her to be the one to testify, and for her to be the one testifying on behalf of the prosecution, considering the fact that she was his lady, considering the fact that reportedly, she engaged in activities she otherwise would not have wanted to at the behest of him. When you consider some of the things that they're saying about him, and the fact that your ex-girl, with all the evidence in the world to come at you, one would surmise.
The defense is going to have their hands full with this one. Having Cassie testify first is like a gut punch right out of the gate. She's not some random witness. She's the one who's lived through it all. And hearing those stories of abuse, manipulation, and trauma in such a raw, unfiltered way, yeah, that's going to hit hard. It'll be hard for the jury to ignore. And if her testimony is as compelling as it could be, it's game over for Diddy. He'll have to fight an uphill battle from the very first moment. And trust me, the jury will be on edge after hearing Cassie's side of the story.
There are some connections in many ways so far. It also helps others possibly come forward.
But it's not just about the jury. Cassie's testimony will be all over the media, no doubt. She's not just some unknown ex. This is Cassie Ventura, and the world is watching. By going first, she steals the spotlight. And that's going to sway public opinion too. People are already sympathetic to her side of the story, and once those emotional details hit the press, it's going to be hard for Diddy to bounce back. The emotional weight of her words is going to stick with people long after they leave the courtroom, and that could have huge repercussions on his reputation, even if he somehow manages to walk away a free man.
She's coming out and saying who she is because she's sympathetic. Who doesn't look at that video and say, oh my goodness, who is that poor victim who he's beating?
And let's not overlook the strategy here. The prosecution is playing a long game, and having Cassie testify first is their ace in the hole. It's the perfect setup for everything that's to come. Diddy's defense team is going to be reeling, and the prosecution will have momentum right from the start. Cassie's testimony is going to be their opening shot, and it's one that Diddy's team won't be able to recover from easily. It'll be hard to discredit someone who's been so emotionally compelling, and the more Cassie talks, the more the case starts to build against Diddy.
Cassie gets up on the stand, she's naming herself, and for jurors, and even in the court of public opinion, there's this sense that she's standing behind her allegations full throttle using her name. Now, that's nothing against other accusers who might not be willing to use their names. It's just that how we tend to look at things, especially how juries might tend to look at things.
This isn't just a legal battle, it's a battle for Diddy's legacy. Her testimony could tear down everything he's built. This trial isn't just about what happened in their relationship. It's about exposing the darker side of the entertainment industry and the abuse of power that often goes unchecked. If Cassie's testimony gets the attention it deserves, it could start a much bigger conversation about abuse and manipulation in Hollywood. And trust me, that's a conversation that's long overdue. With Cassie stepping up to the plate first, this trial is about to get a whole lot more interesting. Whether or not Diddy walks away from this trial as a free man, one thing is for sure. This testimony is going to make waves. It's going to be the moment that sets everything in motion. And if you thought Diddy's life was already in chaos, just wait until May 5th. This trial is about to get a whole lot messier, and it's going to be hard to look away. And hey, don't forget to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button so you can be the first to know when more juicy details drop. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. The drama is just getting started.